us as we're off in Week 9. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Throwing on first down is Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Carr. And trying to get it to runs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they...
There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Matt Breida, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are coming off the game last week, which a very interesting game. And, Charles, ultimately it ended in a tie.
And that's difficult on teams because, let's face it, Brandon, they just don't know how to react. I mean, who does?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, eluding the pressure right. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Past the 20. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this is absolutely a wide receiver's dream, because if they can make that first man miss, a lot of times they turn these into big plays, and that's exactly what happened here.
And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Flush to his right. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Running out of the gun here, Breida. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. Rolling to his right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6.
For the Bills, field goal at 27 yards.
The kick by Bass is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Oh, a good return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr.
God damn it, man.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking. So you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing now is Carr.
I can get it out.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And the defense loses him. It's complete.
It's he's running it again.
All the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 85 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Bills 17. Dolphins 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 10. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup.
Oh,
it falls because these
that was
are
pretty
the
cool
top
animation.
2 teams right now in that division.
And if you could build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Here's Allen to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On first down, Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Okay,
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And it's third down.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
A 63-yard attempt.
And they're not going to get the kick off in time. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
To throw his Carr. Another catch there for Waddle. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The Carr's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Steven Nelson on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Bills.
Now Carr again. And this throw
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. Carr now to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the
What a
field,
bad
right
throw,
in the
man.
quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Carr. Open man is Waddle, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Carr. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Allen. Buying time to his left. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
At the 48-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Allen again. Open man is Jacob Hollister. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Bass is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
From the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And now this throw is complete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen flushed out right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play here for Buffalo. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Allen now on the sneak, and he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now Allen, escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Allen will try to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
They're on the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Carr.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back.
That's trash. Yeah, shit. He's fumbled twice.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. From the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
I ain't worried about this shit, man. It's regular season.
At the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Steps away to his left. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play,
he knows.
About all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game.
For sure. Right I got 18 yards I need to get.
The way they did them.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. 20. And this is going to be brought back.
The fuck did he trip?
2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
Second? It's the fucking 3rd time he's lost a fumble. What the fuck are you talking about?
The whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Touchdown. Huge play by the defense. Obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has strong. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward.
There we go.
And they're going to get this beyond.
Is that it? Is that 200?
Taken down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Was that 200?
Play has him up past the 40 already, and another first.
I think so.
10.
He only needed I think he needed 11.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward.
You guys just blocking over there? Yeah, that should be 200.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard.
Despite the score, despite the
there we go.
No quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Here's Carr to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
What the fuck? I got 3 guys blocking 2 for. You guys fucking suck.
And it brings up 2nd down. So these 2 teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Sly is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Dancing to his left. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, man.
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well.
Ew.
Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr.
Oh,
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the formation. We've got a game in hand.
How the fuck do you drop that?
Put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense.
Go for it. 2 seconds. Go for it.
Blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
Oh, you pussy.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And now they'll face the prospect of a long, albeit happy flight across the Atlantic. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's loss number 3 for them on the year.
There we go.